Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Pyre. As you can see, I am now wearing glasses because it turns out the letters on my screen in front of me shouldn't have an extra glow. They were just blurry. I wouldn't count on, amazing reading skills from now on because I think they're quite unrelated, but we'll see. Let's continue our journey. We can go to the Ragged Rock, the north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables, okay, so stuff to sell. Or Tizo wants to go there. Tizo is a slight murderous thing. Let's follow Tizo's advice. Let's make him happy. The imp Tizo has been much more animated, even than usual. What is it, little one? Tizo seems to think something very delicious is in these waters. Okay. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I have ever seen him like this. Wait, what is he? Just then, Tizo dives into the waters and vanishes into the depths. Oh, I hope he can swim. He can, but he appears crestfallen when he finally returns, his claws empty. Aww. Tizo is very disappointed that whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. Aww. Faye begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for a time. God. -1 hope for both of them. Great, thank you, Tizo. Look at those waves. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Yep, looks like it. Then something in the nearby waters stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs! This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do, and in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Good lady, oh my god. Why isn't she triggered? Out with it, then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you! Please! Can you believe this, Hedwin? Not really, no. Nay, you're not... look, you're not so surprised. Your valor and the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre Hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in your clash upon the hulk of Furies. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm. Some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jodariel pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwin gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodariel glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Well, he does look very presentable right now. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along for now. Oh, this knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Headwings, and thus shall he go forth. Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Yes? That would be my actual response. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through his close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. This game gets a little bit ridiculous sometimes, but the storytelling is just amazing. It's just fantastic. What now? A minigame, I presume. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. Be they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Yeah. Someone was calling me, but I don't know the number, so screw them. Yump. What's that? Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed blurness. The Sea Titan once slain. Haven't we read that one? Her brood lies dormant in the sea. Okay. Boiling the seas with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored those abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this knight's own kind. Be gone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under-King Oris started. 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering, or the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Worms Undersea Crusades sought to reach the edge of the abyss. Okay. Oh, so... oh, that's cool. Why is it going up, like... Whatever. Is that what I'm supposed to do, or like... No. Yeah. Good. Oh, look! Oh. Whoops. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior! Superior by rank no longer, for we are no longer served the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. What have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sing much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you? You dare to staunch the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Oh, Firehearts, banish him! This is an order. So how am I supposed to banish them? Like... Ow. You see, Gilman? You shall ever be inferior, even amongst the weakest of your kind. Gilman? Where'd you go? Gilman! Gilman? But so Gilman's banishment served as a perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Okay, so I kind of screwed up, but I don't think it meant much. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bold-faced lie. And yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor! This night will have your head, Gilman! So silly. They also have very specific speech patterns, right? So the worms would say this night about themselves, so like in third person. Which is quite interesting. As the day wears off, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. Oh, the shade! And, more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. The sound effect. Would you look at that? You really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight would really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Yay! Okay, let's swim further north. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. You have not yet been to this region of the downside, of course. A jolly, jolly little boat. Deathless Tempest, right. What now? With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more and I shall tie you in a knot. That's the Joe Dario we actually know. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with you. Just... where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. You're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Tariq? Iruki, what is it? That flute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why? I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking, it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Now what I mean? Aye. Then let me see what I can do. I love this song. Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh, 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 place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place, the tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. Oh, oh, At last, your wagon rambles into solid, jagged ground. The land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Black Basin, black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Okay. God, that song was so good. We can talk to Sir Gelman. The crystal doesn't beckon me, actually, so... What's that? Sir Gelman's crest. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights. Okay, let's talk to Gelman. You approach Sir Gelman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with a single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and, perchance, mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules, and they were written by the Under-King Ores and his 7 friends, deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites and any underhanded fashion in, well. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So, please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Cute. Okay. Let's look around. You find that Hedwyn has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back! I have come back! Faye returns from the east with little to report, save for the word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Oh no. Giza wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. You murderous little... The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Trieste. Nest of Trieste, according to the stars, the next ride shall soon commence here, okay. The exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles of the high wing remnants, you may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me, for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. The last surviving faction of the winged harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjusters Androblus the Ninth. Negotiate with them! Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and heads back. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead. Come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Joe Dario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. Oh, that's a good tune as well. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Cool! What can we do? We have trained. Let's train Sir Gilman, actually. Yeah. Because he's new. This knight shall be your eager protege. You sit down with Sir Gilman to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense he is beginning to understand. Yeah, good. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Let's see. Not sure if I like this. Not sure if I like this either. Okay. If Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. That's useful. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. I like this one. This knight has a little fear of banishment should his self-sacrifice help clear a path for his compatriots. He is so noble. Okay. Let's continue. Because what else is left? Oh, interesting. Here, okay. He can negotiate, or we can stay hidden. You know what? Let's actually negotiate. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds. All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jodario is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madam, when I say your enmity towards the Hobbs had best be held in check here. Jodario looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls toward the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then without notice one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jodario can respond. Damnation! Wait here, I shall go find them. For a long, terrible moment, you're alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out toward them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jodario returns, sullen. The exiles of the High Wing remnants are letting you pass for now. It seems they are having some dispute with their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodario fuming. -4 hope for Jodario. Guess who's not going to participate in the next ride? Look at that cute unicorn thing. At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the next ride is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon ascend and remain watching now. Let's go shopping! Page revealed. Cool. We will read in a second. Hi guys, what brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deal in the downside. Ooh, new stuff. Any adversaries banished by the bearer take longer to return, +1 second. Kinda good. After dousing the adversary's pyre, then the bearer's pyre is restored. Ooh, I like this one. But I don't think we should. I don't think we should buy anything at this point. We have good talismans for now. Wish you guys would have bought something, maybe. Sorry. Okay, let's read. To be fair, guys, I'm so surprised that, like, even those tiny letters, those calligraphied letters look good. Like, the difference is... How could I have been so blind? I'm so funny. Okay. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the lost embrace. It was the imp, Ha'ub, that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search of him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. That took a dark turn. And now, back to the rides. Did I just hear a horse or something? You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. I like her! And the music. This, then, is what passes for the Night Wings now. Such a rabble. Not even dressed for their occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come to talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jodariel glowers after her. Winged warriors from the mountainous outskirts of the Commonwealth, where they are feared. They fled to the mountain nests, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the landing. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pamitha Thane. She appears to be one of the winged harps, yeah. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly though, we've only met just now. Though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodariel. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however, did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course this far, and I have followed you. So, do as you must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jodariel storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harpy, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Rita, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there the truth of it. Why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. Well, I mean, I love her energy, so she seems alright. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodario will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. Will accept your offer on 2 conditions. If you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure. I love a good condition or two. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodario, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Pamitha Thane joined you. She has a score to settle. Have I read that right? Who cares? Should we use her? I think she will use her, like, oh god. That sounded so bad. Should we, like, put her in the party tonight?
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Triesta. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
Yes. From a distance you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiment, heads towards your adversaries in the right. You are... What sort of heathen harp would dare take wings against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Tamitha's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? Saint? Saint Triesta Tithys? Tithys? Tithys sounds better. 5th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined, or the Blessed Horn. The eldest of the Harp Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Oh, okay. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk. You waste your time, as ever. Well, it's life, if not a waste of time, dear sister. Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shouldn't have come here. And the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself again consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat. But I warn you, Stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as the Blood Sister turns away again. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The best of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamitha can face her sister. Okay. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited for the rites here than the rest of you. I think Pamitha...
Who shall conduct the rites?
I need to take someone's talisman away. Yeah. Bye. Should have bought one. Okay, so she will be our main this time. Oh, I thought you never asked that, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Okay. I was thinking of Tizo because he can fly. Tizo promises to do his best against Tamitha and the Essence. Yes. Yes, he is. And I think I'm gonna take Headwind this time with me. Because he is quick. You can count on me, my friend.
The choice is cast.
Come on there, sister. Perhaps we are finished here. When we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Ooh, a backstory needed. Pamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm not to be at your mercy and all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the High-Wing Remnants can do. Okay. We can
put
fly.
yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you.
I can dash.
Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Okay. Nice. I like this one. See, darling, we hobbs. We're not so bad. Now, I suppose we'd better get to work, Just don't go underestimating Tamitha over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. Okay. A vengeful tactician of the High-Wing Remnants who plot the Commonwealth's ruin. To the skies, sisters! Talent formation! The game crashed. The game just literally crashed. Okay, so the game just totally crashed. I hope it just lets me move forward, because otherwise we are in a conundrum, so... Okay. It works.
Now to the flame.
Yeah, screw you. Oh no, you don't.
Knightlings are first to strike the adversary's flame. Who? You haven't?
Ow. Yeah. Boom. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Quick.
The
Nice.
flames of freedom.
Tizo, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly. Tizo is rather proud of his ability to flutter, as a matter of fact. Then, listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So, if she goes for an unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. Catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Okay, well. Oh. Ow.
No
Yes.
sign of the essence for the time.
Come on, come on. Haha, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, Tizo.
Died a little.
A little. Yeah.
A banishment.
Oh no, you don't. Oh no. Ah, yes. That was great.
She soared right in.
She did. Damn you, Pamitha! You are no true Thane. To think that you have the gall to call me sister. Still, after everything you wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familiar status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story. If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I would have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty
Yeah.
scores.
Oh, no you don't.
And it is done.
Perfectly
Do you
done.
know who prevailed? Their adversaries prove no match for them.
Of course.
The right is done.
You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postpone the coming of our liberty. But we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You have found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. What about you?
Hasta Lantes.
Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories. But all of this really is their doing, isn't it? I like this one. Would be useful this time.
Inspiration for next time. The
Yay!
Tizo appears to have a certain depth of
Tizo
knowledge.
just had a flash of inspiration about his role and rights, and as a part of the Nightwings. Yay! Okay, I like this one. Aw, so close.
Until the stars align.
So close. Okay, that was a very intense ride, to be honest, wasn't it? Like, airborne enemies, I usually hate three-dimensional stuff in 2D games because I can't feel the depth or whatnot. After defeating the Essence, a triumvirate of winged harps, harboring a deep hatred for the Commonwealth, led by the harp Tamitha Thane. Okay. After defeating the Essence with ease, you and the others return to the wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Tamitha into the group.
Agres temporale.
Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my fresh air, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. I have read that one. You're welcome with us for now, Tamitha. Yeah, okay. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Rookie? But Rookie does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Tamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off during this discussion. The minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. Okay. There is somewhere I may ask we go. Here in Black Basin, Rita. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Let's see where the stars lead us this time. To the Lu, the vernal star, over the densest woods in Black Basin. Pretty tree. The glade of Lu, directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated. Glade of Lu, according to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence there. Here, the great sap scholar Luz Chlorian here vanquished the root titan, limbless Arizek. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood, he entrusted us with his wagon. This quest, why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us, somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. Mysterious. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Okay guys, I'm not going to continue with anything right now because this video I think is going to be pretty long already. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a nice comment because everyone needs some positivity from time to time, and see you in the next video. Bye!